In this video, we delve into 7 of the most significant and devastating terrorist attacks in recent history. From the harrowing September 11th attacks in the United States to the tragic bombings in Madrid and Mumbai, we explore the circumstances and impacts of these dark moments that have left indelible marks on nations and their people. As we reflect on these events, our focus is on understanding the complex interplay of factors that led to these incidents, honoring the memories of the victims, and learning from the past to better safeguard our future. Let's embark on this important journey together. Number 1. The Day America Stood Still, Reflections on September 11, 2001. On a clear September morning in 2001, the United States faced an unprecedented terrorist attack that would change the course of history. Early that morning, 4 commercial airplanes were hijacked by terrorists intent on sowing destruction. 2 of these planes were flown directly into the iconic Twin Towers of the World Trade Center in New York City. The images of the towers collapsing are etched in the memory of millions around the world, symbolizing a moment of profound tragedy. Another plane targeted the Pentagon, the headquarters of the U.S. Department of Defense, causing further devastation and loss. Passengers on the 4th plane, Flight 93, fought back bravely against the hijackers, ultimately crashing in a field in Pennsylvania. This day, often referred to simply as 9/11, resulted in nearly 3,000 deaths and countless injuries, impacting families and communities deeply. The aftermath led to wars in Afghanistan and Iraq, a new focus on homeland security, and global efforts to combat terrorism. Today, we remember 9/11 not only for the terror it brought but also for the heroism, unity, and resilience it inspired across nations. Number 2. The Oklahoma City Bombing, a dark day in 1995. On April 19, 1995, a devastating event shook Oklahoma City when a massive bomb exploded, tearing through the heart of its downtown area. The Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building was the target. At 9:02 a.m., the bomb, housed in a rental truck, detonated, destroying much of the structure. This heinous act of terrorism was the deadliest on U.S. soil at the time, claiming 168 lives, including 19 children, and injuring hundreds more. Behind this tragedy was Timothy McVeigh, a former U.S. Army soldier, who harbored extreme anti-government views. He meticulously planned and executed the attack. McVeigh's accomplice, Terry Nichols, also played a crucial role in the planning and preparation of the materials needed for the bomb. The motivations were rooted in a deep-seated resentment against the federal government, particularly due to events like the siege at Waco, Texas. The aftermath of the bombing reshaped U.S. security policies and the approach to domestic terrorism, leading to significant changes in law enforcement strategies. The Oklahoma City National Memorial now stands as a somber reminder of the lives lost. It serves as a symbol of resilience and unity. As we remember this pivotal moment, it's a call to reflect on the impact of violence and the importance of community in overcoming adversity. Number 3. Madrid train bombings, a dark day in Spain, 2004. On a quiet morning in March 2004, Madrid was shaken by a series of devastating explosions that ripped through the heart of its bustling commuter network. 10 bombs exploded on 4 packed trains, transforming a routine journey into a scene of chaos and horror, just as the city was starting its day. The attacks claimed 193 lives and injured over 2,000, marking it as one of the deadliest terrorist acts in European history. Investigators quickly linked the bombings to a local cell of Islamist militants, who were believed to have acted in response to Spain's involvement in Iraq. The impact was not just physical, it sent shockwaves through Spanish society and politics, influencing the national elections held just 3 days later. In the wake of the tragedy, millions of Spaniards took to the streets in a powerful display of unity and defiance against terrorism. The legal aftermath was complex and lengthy, culminating in multiple convictions, although questions and controversies about the attack still linger. Years later, the memory of March 11 is etched deeply in the minds of Madrid's citizens, a somber reminder of the fragility of peace. Madrid has rebuilt and moved forward, but the echoes of those morning explosions continue to resonate, a testament to resilience in the face of terror. Number 4. Terror strikes the heart of Paris, a dark November night. On a crisp November night in 2015, Paris was rocked by a series of unprecedented terrorist attacks that shook the city to its core. In cafes, stadiums, and concert halls, ordinary people found themselves in the midst of a nightmare, as multiple locations across Paris were targeted. The most horrific of these attacks occurred at the Bataclan Theatre during a live concert. 90 people lost their lives in this one venue alone. Across the city, 130 lives were tragically cut short, and over 400 others were injured, leaving a permanent scar on the heart of France. This dark day not only impacted Paris but sent shockwaves around the world, uniting people in a common thread of grief and solidarity. In the aftermath, landmarks worldwide lit up in the colors of the French flag, symbolizing global support for the devastated French community. France declared a state of emergency, and the world watched as Parisians displayed immense resilience, coming together to rebuild and heal. Stories of bravery and heroism emerged, as survivors and first responders shared their tales of saving lives and protecting others in the face of danger. Today, we remember not just the horror of November 13th but also the spirit of unity and strength that defines humanity at its best. Number 5. Unveiling the shadows of the 2008 Mumbai attacks. In November 2008, the city of Mumbai faced a horrific terrorist attack that shook the world. Over several days, landmarks became zones of unprecedented violence. The attackers, armed with automatic weapons and grenades, targeted places bustling with life. The iconic Taj Mahal Palace Hotel suffered extensive damage during the siege. Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus, a historic railway station, witnessed chaos and bloodshed as two gunmen opened fire on unsuspecting commuters, turning a regular evening into a nightmare. At Leopold Café, a popular hangout for tourists and locals alike, diners were caught off guard by gunshots and grenades, adding to the tally of horror. The Oberoi Trident Hotel also came under attack, with guests and staff enduring a terrifying ordeal as hostages were taken, and the standoff continued for days. Nariman House, a Jewish community center, was another focal point. Here, the attackers held residents and a rabbi hostage, a situation that ended tragically. Throughout the ordeal, Mumbai's emergency services, including police, fire brigades, and medical teams, worked tirelessly. Their bravery saved many lives under dire circumstances. The aftermath of the attacks led to a worldwide outcry against terrorism and prompted changes in global security measures. India, in particular, revamped its counterterrorism strategies. Mumbai has since rebuilt and renewed, standing as a resilient city that refuses to be defined by terror. Its spirit, undeterred, continues to inspire globally. Number 6. Terror Strikes Paradise, the 2002 Bali bombings. Welcome to our documentary on a pivotal moment in history, the 2002 Bali bombings, a tragic event that shook Indonesia and the world. On October 12, 2002, Bali, Indonesia's island of paradise, was shattered by deadly terrorist attacks targeting the bustling nightlife district of Kuta. The bombings claimed the lives of 202 people, including tourists and locals, leaving more than 240 injured, and countless lives changed forever. This attack was carried out using two bombs, one inside a nightclub and another loaded in a van parked nearby, creating a catastrophic scene. Investigations revealed that the attack was executed by Jamaah Islamiyah, an extremist group linked to Al-Qaeda, aiming to target Western tourists. The aftermath saw a global outpouring of sympathy and solidarity, with communities worldwide standing together against terrorism and violence. Bali's economy, heavily reliant on tourism, faced a devastating blow but showed remarkable resilience and unity in the face of adversity. In response to the bombings, Indonesia strengthened its counterterrorism measures and worked closely with international agencies to enhance security. Today, we remember the victims and reflect on the lessons learned, emphasizing peace, tolerance, and the enduring spirit of Bali. Number 7. Understanding the impact of the July 7 London bombings. On a warm July morning in 2005, London was shaken by a series of horrifying bombings. It was a day marked by chaos and fear. The city's transport system became the target. 4 suicide bombers had coordinated attacks on 3 tube trains and a bus. At 8:50 a.m., 3 explosions simultaneously ripped through packed underground trains near Liverpool Street, Edgware Road, and King's Cross stations. Less than an hour later, at 9:47 a.m., a double-decker bus in Tavistock Square was torn apart by another blast, adding to the horror. Overall, 52 innocent lives were lost, and over 700 people suffered injuries. The impact of the bombings rippled across the globe. The attackers were later identified as British nationals linked to extremist ideologies. Their actions prompted a nationwide examination of security and intelligence. In the aftermath, the resilience of Londoners came to the forefront. Communities across the city united in support and defiance against terror. Memorials now stand in honor of the victims, serving as poignant reminders of the tragedy and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Today, as we remember those affected by the London bombings, we reflect on the lessons learned and the importance of unity in the face of adversity. Thank you for taking the time to watch and reflect on these profound events with us. If you found this video informative and think it contributes to a deeper understanding, please give it a like, Share it to help spread awareness, and subscribe for more thoughtful content. Together, by learning from the past, we can foster a more secure and peaceful future. Join the discussion in the comments below and share your thoughts on how we can all contribute to preventing such tragedies.